Hello, I'm Charlie LaDuff of the Detroit News, and this is your Detroit. Detroit City Councilwoman Monica Conyers, wife of United States Congressman John Conyers, and third in line to be the mayor of the Motor City, has made headlines in recent weeks for her peculiar style of debate. She has recently, in her official capacities, threatened to shoot someone, threatened to have someone beaten up, and most famously, she called the Baldwin City Council President Ken Cockrell Shrek. Max, let's roll that tape.
I have the floor, President Pro Tem. I don't want to hear you anymore.
And you don't have to hear me. We don't have to hear you.
Then be quiet because I'm speaking and I'm asking a question.
You do that at home, not here.
I'm not your father, but I am the president, and right now I have the floor.
Because I'm tired of that. Be respectful. You may not do that at home, but you're going to do it up in here.
Stop interrupting.
You grow up. Control your house, and you know how to treat other women better.
You're the last one to talk.
I'm the first one to talk, dude. Shrek.
You're out of order.
The first one to talk. Don't disrespect me.
Order of the day.
I will call this to adjourn if you don't.
Do it, baby. Adjourn. Do it. Move to adjourn. Do it.
We're going to take.
Your Detroit News assembled a group of school children who questioned Miss Conyers about her behavior. Things got testy. Max, let's roll that tape.
Okay, now one of the things that was discussed in your school, and I know you discussed it, and you said you knew about it already, was the so-called Shrek incident. Does anyone remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, did anyone have any issues or feelings about that in terms of how the council conducted itself that day?
I have a question.
Speak up. Don't be afraid of anything.
I have a question.
Speak loud. Put the microphone close to you.
Do you think that calling Mr. Ken Cockrell Shrek was wrong?
That depends. What do you mean by it depends?
Speak up.
I'm thinking of my answer for that question. Well, that depends to me. Do I think I probably could have used some different words? Probably. But do you understand, like, sometimes when you're at school and you try to ask the teacher a question and you're just not getting what you need and you get frustrated? That's how I felt that day. Doesn't make it right, but that's how I felt that day.
Well, do you think if the president would have really got angry and took that personal, do you think that would have jeopardized your job?
No, why would it?
If it would have offended him as well as the rest of the city council, do you think they would have brought it out?
They would have done what?
Brought it out. Meaning, would they say, oh, she did this, we don't think she should have done it? Because you said we're in school and how we feel like that, but you're an adult. We have to look up to you.
Absolutely.
We're looking on TV and like, this is an adult calling another adult a Shrek. That's something a second grader would do.
And so at school, you've never done that. You've never said anything that you shouldn't have said inappropriately.
We are kids.
But that's
We're
not my
children.
question, though. Have you ever done that?
I said yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So, and you did it out of frustration also, right?
Yes.
And so we're all human, right?
We're human, but you have to know your boundaries. He's the president.
Of what?
Of the city council.
And so do you think just because someone is the president that they have a right not to allow other people to be heard?
They're allowed to let other people be heard, but not in a disrespectful way.
Okay, and he was being disrespectful.
He was, but you didn't have to call him a name.
But now you're telling me what I should have and should not have done.
Well, you're an adult. You have that choice.
I'm what?
You're an adult. You have that choice.
And everybody has choices.
But sometimes people need to think before they act.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be combative with you, young lady.
Tomorrow, Mrs. Conyers sits down with an exclusive interview with the Detroit News. Be sure to tune in. I'm Charlie LaDuff.